Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about data cleaning in Python. Before we dive into this topic, I just noticed that most of you watching my video are not subscribed to my channel. If you find my content valuable and want to keep learning about research, data analysis, and statistics, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This will help me keep making useful content for you. Now let's get started. What is data cleaning and why is it essential? In any data analysis process, one of the most important steps is data cleaning. But what exactly is data cleaning? Data cleaning is the process of identifying and correcting errors, handling missing values, formatting inconsistencies, and removing irrelevant data in a dataset. Clean data ensures that your analysis is accurate, reliable, and meaningful. Without proper cleaning, your results can be misleading, causing incorrect insights and poor decision making. That's why today I will walk you through on how to clean datasets using Python. Now, before we continue, kindly install and import the necessary libraries. One, we import Pandas as PD and also import NumPy as NP. Pandas here is used for handling and manipulating datasets efficiently, while NumPy helps with numerical operations, including handling missing values and calculations. So after which, we go to the next, which we load our dataset. We are going to use the pd.read_csv, which is a function that reads the CSV file and loads it into a pandas data frame. When we are done with this and inputting this code, we click on run. Then we go to the next step, which involves exploring our datasets. Here we're going to use we are going to print out first the first 5 rows of our datasets, and when we do that we're going to do that using the function df.head open parenthesis close parenthesis. Remember, the df is what we saved our data as. So now this is going to give us the first 5 rows in our data. So we run this, and this is the result we are having. So from our data set, we are having these items. We're having ID, name, age, gender, email, phone number, country, salary, joining date, department, experience. So let's go further to look at this other codes. Here we're going to get the data information, the dataset information. So this is the dataset information, telling us the number of information we're having. For ID, we're having 500, and the type of dataset we're having. And also for name, we are having 500, and the type of dataset we're having. So that is the information that we just obtained. Now let's go to the printing of the summary statistics. So here we're going to obtain the mean and other summary statistics. So let's run this. Alright, so this is what we are having. We are having the number, which is count, which is for ID, age, salary, experience. So it's just only going to give us the summary statistics for the numerical columns. So we're having 500 ID, 500 age, that is number of observation. For salary, we're having 470. So instead of 500, we're having 470. So of course, you would know that about 30 here is missing. Then for experience, we're having 500. Now let us check for missing values. So to check for missing values here, we are going to use this particular code and the function df.isNull, and the sum here is going to help us to count the number of missing values. So now let us run this, clicking on display. So for ID we have no missing values, name no missing values, age, gender no missing values, but for email we're having about 30 missing values, and you also observe that for salary we're also having 30 missing values. So after which we are now going to fill the missing salaries with our median. So we could also use the mean, but it is more better to use the median, since for us to make use of the mean, the data have to be close to the mean for it to be effective, but then the median is a better fit. So we are going to use the median here, and we're going to use the fill NA, which is used to fill the missing values. Alright, so now let's run this and go to the next code. Fill missing email with unknown@example.com. So we are going to fill the missing emails with unknown@example.com. Then after which, now let us print the number of missing values to see if we are going to have any. Alright, so looking at it now, we no longer have any missing values. So we go to step 5, which is to check for correct data types and convert if necessary. So for joining dates, we are going to be making use of, we are going to be converting it using the pd.to_dates time. So we are going to be converting this into a read date. Alright, so now let us do that. Now we also handle for duplicate values. So should in case we are having duplicate values, we are going to be dropping them using the drop_duplicates. So this will help us to remove duplicate row, ensuring each record is unique. So the aim plus equal to true parameter modifies the dataset directly without needing to rearrange it. So now let us run this. Alright, now so from here now we can see that the number of duplicate rows after dropping duplicates is equal to 0. So there are no duplicates in our data. So after all this, we now clean and format text columns. So for the name here, we are going to the structural title here ensures that names are properly capitalized. So instead of having a small letter beginning a name, we are going to have all the first letters capitalized here. And as well for department here, we are going to as well change all the departments to uppercase so that our departments will all be in uppercase. This would also help to create uniformity. So now let us run this. Now let us go to the next step here, which is step 8, to dictate and handle outliers in salary. We are going to be using the interquartile range here, and the interquartile range here, the formula is Q3 rather minus Q1, and it measures the spread of the middle 50% of the data. So we're going to be having the lower bound for Q1, and the upper bound, that is the lower bound for Q1 will be the lower bound will be Q1 minus 1.5 times the interquartile range. That will be our lower bound. So for our upper bound here, we're having Q3 plus 1.5 times our interquartile range. So after which, we are going to replace outliers with median salary. Alright, so now let us run this. So after doing this, we now save our data. Okay, so we are going to be saving our data on my desktop as cleaned_data.csv. Alright, so I will just run this. So if your data is successfully saved, you would see this information: data All right, so if the data cleaning is completed, you would see the data cleaning completed, cleaned data saved as cleaned underscore data.csv. All right, so that is it. We have successfully learned how to clean data using Python. So this process ensures that our data is error-free, complete, and formatted correctly, making our analysis more reliable. So let's go to our desktop to see if we can see this data properly saved. So here on my desktop you can see the cleaned data. So now let us open this data and see what and what are inside. Alright, so this is our data. So our data has been successfully exported. This is what we have in here. Alright, so that is what we're having here. So our data has been successfully exported. Alright, so this is where we're going to be rounding up for the tutorial. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials. Also, leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions for my next video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.